Math 5.6. The learning target is dealing with the coordinate plane. Now, we haven't talked about that, but I'll tell you all about what the coordinate plane is. And we're going to use it to locate ordered pairs. Okay? So, you've seen graph paper. You know what a graph is. This is a graph. This is a coordinate plane. And you have two axes. You have an x-axis and a y-axis. So your x-axis is right here, your x, and your y is this way. I always feel like x is the ground. X marks the spot, okay? X marks the ground. You're right here, x. Now a y kind of looks like you're going up, okay? Now you're not marking the ground, but you're going up. A y, up, up, okay? So the y one is always this way. The x is always this way. And when you do that, you do your x here, you do your y here. Where they intersect is 0, okay? So that's x is 0 and y is 0. That's the intersection. Now, with a number line, if I start here and I go this way, I'm going positive. So I have 0, then this line is 1, 2, 3, and I can go on and on, okay? But if I start at 0 here and I go this way, it's getting less, negative. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on and so on and so on, okay? So that's going on the x-axis. But if I go like here, like a thermometer, and I'm at 0 here, this one's going to be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. I'm going down from 0. I'm going up from 0. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, by having two lines like this, it gives me 4 different areas. Those areas are called quadrants. A quadrant, quad is 4, so it's one of the 4 areas. Quadrant. This one right here in the top right is quadrant 1. And the reason why it's 1, you think, why didn't you start over here with 1? This should be 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why this is 1 is because every ordered pair in here, you start here, positive numbers, positive numbers. So all of these are positive and a positive. The x is going to be positive and the y is going to be positive. So your first coordinate is the positive positive. So number 1, we like positive positives. Everything positive. We want it to be positive. I wish this world was positive. We like positive people. I like positive students. I like people to say positive things. So coordinate number 1, if you are positive, you are number 1 right here. Okay? Now, coordinate 2, so you start here, then you just kind of go like this. Okay? So 1 is here, 2 goes over here, and 3, now 3 is the most negative one. You have a negative x and a negative y. Negative, negative. Okay? 2, over here, you have a negative x, but a positive y. Okay? Over here you got negative and negative. Then over here, the number 4, quadrant 4, is a positive and a negative. Okay? So these two are both have a positive, negative. This one is all positive, this one's all negative. Okay. So if you remember all positive quadrant 1 right here, then you just go, okay, I'm going to go counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you just go around like that. All right, now the way we find ordered pairs is like this. X, Y. Your X comes first. It's X and then Y. And the way I know that, it's like a ladder. Okay? I need to do the X first before I go up or down. Okay? If I'm on a ladder, I'm going to make sure I'm this way or this way first. I'm going to find my place on the X on the ground, and then I'm going to go up or down. I don't want to go up and then try and go over. Ooh, this is so scary. I want to go over this way, and then up or down. So X is first. So now I have these 4 coordinates, and I have different places on them. A, B, C, and D. I want to figure out how would I say where this is. And this is going to be an ordered pair. Okay? So I go over here first. -1, -2. So -2 is my X. I got to go over -2, and then I go up 1, 2, a +2. Okay. So A is located at X first, -2, +2. We're right there. Okay. Let's go to B here. B, I know I'm going to get all positive positives. I go X first, over here to 2. And then I got to go up just 1. Up 1. 1, 2, and then up 1. So B is located at 2, 1. Let's go to C, down here. -, So I do my X first. It's all the way over here, so it's -3. I go over to -3, then I got to go up 1, 2, 3. That one's -3. So -3, -3. Now D is right here. I go over first, a +1, and then I got to go down 1, which is a -1. Okay, so D is located at 1, -1. So you can find these. You could say, okay, A is here, B is here, or I could say I have -2, 2, and I could locate it here. Could say, put a dot where A would be. So I start with my X, -2, start at 0. I always start at home. 1, 2, there's my -2, and then I gotta go +2. 1, 2. So A is right there. Okay? So that's your coordinate plane, your 4 coordinates, quadrants. You have your 4 quadrants of the coordinate plane, and you have your x-axis, you have your y-axis. The y is going up and down, the x is going this way. You have your positives over here, which is quadrant 1, and quadrant 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, you can also do something called reflection across an axis. You can reflect it across the y-axis from here to here, or I'm going to do some reflection across the x-axis. This is my x. Okay. So it's kind of like opposites. So here's my x, the ground. If I have something up here somewhere, I'm going to reflect it exactly the same place below. Or I have something below, I'm going to reflect it above. So let's mark these. We'll make this A. So it's a +1. Here's +1, and then a -4. Right here. So A goes there. I want to reflect it across the x-axis. It's kind of like when you see a river or you see a lake, a real clear lake. You might see the picture of a tree. You might see a tree here, and then below it into the lake, it's reflected. Okay? What's above and below, like a reflection. So now I'm going to reflect it above here. So I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoopsie. So I'll make that B. So B is the reflection of A. So what would be the reflection? It would be +1 and +4. That's a really bad 4. I have to correct that. There you go. Okay. So I did A down here. The reflection of it is up here. Now let's do B. We'll call this C. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. So C, -2 is my X. So my X start at 0, go -2 right here, and then a +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be right here. We'll make that 5. And we better make this 5. Okay. So now this is C, which is -2, +5. I want to reflect it across this X. So I went up 5, now I go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right here. We'll call that D. And this one would be -2 down to -5. Okay. I've reflected it. Let's do one more and then we'll be all set here. Make sure I'm okay on my time. Perfect. Okay. -3. 1, 2, 3, -1. That is E. Now, I want to reflect this across the X. So it just goes a little bit right here. I went down 1, I go up 1. Reflect it. This is going to be -3 on the X. And then the Y I'm going up, and it's a positive. All right, so -3, 1. And that's how you would reflect. Okay, so that's the coordinate plane, locating pairs, putting pairs of numbers on there, using the X and the Y. Okay, watch the guided practice, then do some independent practice. Ask me if you have any questions, and we'll keep moving on.